Good morning from the AT, April 23rd. Today is an important day. We're headed back into Virginia. So we've got about 6.5 miles to Virginia and about 9.7 into Damascus. And had a great night here at the Abington, I think it's called Abington Gap Shelter. Hung out with Sour Patch, Mosey, Steady, a few other people here. Just had a nice quiet night. Weather was perfect. Wasn't too cold, wasn't too hot. Just comfortable. Slept pretty good. And getting ready to step out on the trail and get moving. And beautiful mountains behind me here, where we saw a beautiful sunrise this morning. So all is good. And see you down the road, ladies. DogTag's getting ready to load up and get moving. So DogTag out for now. So DogTag's on the AT, and if you look down, you can see that DogTag's above the clouds. Pretty incredible. As the foliage starts to green up around here, won't get to see these things because it'll block all the views. But until then, DogTag's going to continue to enjoy them. Well, DogTag on the AT, and I'm going to let you guess where I'm at. Yep, Tennessee-Virginia border. And I'm going to let you walk with me as I step over into Virginia, and now I'm home. Well, what I call home now. Says that I have 3.5 miles to go into town. I'm going to take it nice and easy and slow, and it's just great to finally be in Virginia. But there's a thing on the AT called the Virginia Blues, and that's because Virginia has the most miles of the AT, over 500 miles. So when I step into West Virginia in a month or two, it's going to be an incredible feat, because I'll be over 1,000 miles into my journey. So today's been a great day. Beautiful weather, a little bit of a breeze, which has helped me keep semi-cool. And like I said, it's just kind of great to be in Virginia finally. So DogTag out, and we'll talk to y'all later. Well, DogTag here on the AT, just outside of Damascus, and got passed by a flip-flopper. Said he was starting in Damascus today and heading south to Georgia. His first day on the trail. He walked up to me and said, "You're DogTag." And I was like, how do you know DogTag? He goes, "Oh, I watch your YouTube videos." So hey, I guess it's nice that people are watching me. And if you see this, Major Tom, that was his trail name. Good luck on the trail and enjoy your journey, and one step at a time, and don't be in a big hurry. You'll get there in the end. So DogTag's gonna push on and try to get into Damascus. DogTag out. Tag here, just outside of Damascus. You get a nice view of the little town of Damascus, Virginia. You probably don't get it very good through the trees, but you can see the town here. And got one more drop down in, and then I'll be there. DogTag out. So DogTag here. The last time I stood in front of the sign was over a year ago when I made my plans to hike the AT, and I attended trail days here in this area. I'm going to walk down here, but I want to videotape an area that brings back a great reminder from last year. So this is a arch that they have here in Damascus. It was built by a Eagle Scout as an Eagle Scout project. Kind of cool. So DogTag sitting here at the Veterans Memorial Garden that they have here in Damascus. Probably one of the more beautiful ones that I've ever had the privilege to see in a small town, that is. But I'm going to flip it around. It was here last year in May when I was attending trail days that I was sitting on this bench wearing Savannah's Class of 22 shirt, and had a guy walk up to me and ask me about being part of the 22 Foundation and telling me that he was through hiking the AT to help him heal because he had planned to kill himself. It was that event which kind of prompted me to go down the path that I've gone down, carrying dog tags to honor veterans. And later we added first responders. But this is a beautiful memorial garden, and you'll see behind here that they've also brought one of the shelters from off trail and put it here in the city park behind me. So I'm going to flip it around and talk briefly. So this is the memorial garden here. They have a beautiful chair to honor our fallen veterans, and they have, it's kind of like a spoked wheel here, and each spoke is one of the branches of the military. And then of course they have all the flags flying to honor each of the branches. And then you see off in the distance over there, there's an old shelter that they've built here. They've moved off of the AT and brought here into Damascus. So I've arrived in Damascus. Now it's time to go get me something to eat and drink. So thanks for following me. And I just want one last thing. I just want to thank all the veterans who have served this country. And especially honoring those whose names are all over these marble plaques of their Damascus's lost heroes. So, you know, each one has a area. This is the Army side. If you go to a different spoke around the thing, they have each of the branches. So, pretty incredible. So, again, thank you all you vets for serving this great country. Dog tag here at the wheel. It's called Wheel of Freedom. This is William behind me, and I was walking through the area and we got to talk, and come to find out his dad's an Air Force vet and was somehow like a business owner who had a big part of bringing this to Damascus. So William, if you want to say anything, you're welcome to.
What's going on, guys? Dude's awesome here. Doing a lot of really good work for the community, for the veterans, for first responders. But yeah, my dad helped finance this wonderful Wheel of Freedom over here, and it's absolutely beautiful. He was an Air Force veteran for 4 years. He was an Air Force mechanic at Craig Air Force Base. This is our little town. This is how we give thanks to the veterans. And
William also said that his brother, who was a Navy veteran, Special Forces, his name is on one of those blocks as well.
There's a lot of really good people in this town on there. You know, there's only about 5 of us here, but it's a lot of really good people.
It's an incredible, if you ever come to Damascus and you're a veteran, please don't miss this opportunity to come here. It's right by the city park and by the city library, and it's well worth a sight to see. So dog tag out. Well, dog tag is here at the Appalachian Trail Conservancy in Damascus, Virginia, and had to stop in and check. She said they've had 280 Nobo hikers come through. I started out at 151, so approximately 130 people have passed me. Doesn't surprise me. Surprised the higher number wasn't higher. So, but I'm headed across the street to go get me some lunch. So you notice this little black thing right here? This is pretty cool. It has the profile of the AT, and I'll spin it around and walk it and let you see it. Notice the big straight at the end? That's Katahdin. Dog tag here at Lady Di's Hostel, and we're having breakfast. Optimus and Dr. Quinn down there, and the young man sitting on the corner down there is Unicorn, and he is with the Warrior Expedition and 40-year veteran, helicopter pilot. Pretty impressive. So great meal this morning, and my 0 day, so I can resupply and get ready to get back on the trail tomorrow. So we'll see y'all later. Dog tag out. Well, dog tag here. It's April 25th. It's just afternoon, probably about 12:30ish, I guess. And I'm just getting started today. Yeah, I know you're probably thinking, well, why are you starting so late in the day? Well, everybody was calling. They were calling for big rain today and everything. And I decided that I'd stay at Lady Di's one more day because I wanted to get all my videos caught up. I still have one more to do, but I'm going to do it when I get back tonight. I reached out to a shuttle driver and asked him if there was a chance he could bring me up into Bear Tree Gap. It's not on the AT, it's a Blue Blaze from the AT over here. So I have to walk down a Blue Blaze to get to the actual AT. So dog tag's not on the AT, he's on a Blue Blaze. Once I get there, then 11 miles into town. I'll probably get in just before dark. It's incredible who you meet on the trail. Lone Wolf, he was my shuttle driver. Come to find out, he saw my dog tags. He's a Marine veteran. He was in the movie The Keeper, so he knows George quite well. He shuttled the film crews around the Damascus area when they shot the movie here in Damascus, when they shot part of the movie here in Damascus. So it's a small world I live in, you know, and just the people, the incredible people that I'm getting to meet while I'm out here. So George, if you're watching my movie, Lone Wolf said to say hello. Appreciate everything, everybody. He didn't want to take my money. I said, dude, you're going to at least take enough money to cover your gas because you're not going to give me this ride for free. So he was normally going to charge $50, but I gave him 20 and he accepted it along with one of my dog tags. So I need to get moving because I got some mileage to cover. It was raining on the way up here, but as you can see, the sun is out right now. So if it starts to rain, I'll stop and put my rain gear on. Otherwise, I'm going to keep moving and I'm going to try and put some miles in today because this is where we'll start tomorrow and then we'll head north up the AT instead of south. So dog tag needs to get moving. Thanks everybody for watching and hope you've been enjoying the videos and we'll do it. You can see that this section up here, Miss Helene, she touched a lot of places in this country. North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, and you know, here in Virginia you can definitely see it. And they say that later in the day I'll see a lot of the damage on the Virginia Creeper, which is the bike trail, and I get to see some of the incredible damage that was done there. So I need to get moving. Dog tag out. Just wanted to let you all know I haven't moved but 50 feet and I just realized dog tag screwed up. I am gonna have to walk this 11 miles without walking poles, and that's not gonna be good for me probably tomorrow. I'm gonna probably hate myself tomorrow. So, you know, if you hear some cussing going on this day, it was because dog tag didn't bring us walking poles. All right, I need to get moving and I'm gonna have to go slower today because I don't have my walking poles. So we'll talk to y'all later. Well, dog tag's back on the AT. Now I'm headed south. I know, south. You're supposed to be going north, dog tag, but slack packing back into Damascus today just to knock out 11 miles and see some of the damage from Miss Helene. So dog tag's gonna keep moving without my walking poles. All right, dog tag out. Well, as you can see, the rain has found dog tag again, and my new rain poncho's semi-effective, keeping me drier than my jacket. So, but it's raining, and it rained earlier. I put the poncho on, it stopped raining, so I took it off, walked for about 30 minutes, and of course, rained again. So I imagine the rain will stop here in a few minutes after I put my poncho on. And then if I take it off, it'll stop raining. It'll start raining again. So all is good. Dog tag's loving it, and it's keeping me cool. Much better than hiking in that hot 80-degree weather the other day. I'd rather walk in this rain and the cooler temperatures. So dog tag needs to put his phone away so it doesn't get soaked. and keep moving. Dog tag. So good afternoon from the AT. This is I don't know if you can see it. I'll see if I swing around, maybe. I don't know. I'll turn the camera around and focus more in on what you're seeing. But this is the Virginia Creeper Trail below me. It's a bike ride that got decimated by Helene. It tore out all of the trestles that went over this river down here and just made it impassable for bikes anymore. So if anybody knows Governor Youngkin or has connections with Mr. Trump, see if you can find some funds to help fix this back up. The fact that the Virginia Creeper Trail brings in close to 250,000 people to Damascus, it has to be killing the economy in Damascus. So if anybody has any connections, call for help. Talk to you later. Dog tag out. So that's the remnants of a railroad crossing that got yanked out of the ground, and you can see the Virginia Creeper over on the other side of the river there. So it's a shame. What a great scenic bike ride this is in Virginia. Hopefully government can find a way to get it back in service sooner than later. Dog tag out. So those are rebar steps. First of many, I'm sure. They say I'll see a lot more when I get up north. So, but for right now, this are the steps that go up to here. And as the trail continues to follow this river along the AT. Dog tag out.